The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
See him as management material? Have you always seen that in him?
Yeah, I definitely see that in Stephen, and first and foremost, congratulations to him and Rangers Football Club for a wonderful appointment. Stephen has a real passion for the game. His record and performances over a long time speaks for itself. So he's gone into management now, and obviously very, very different, but somebody that's certainly got the appetite for it, and I really, really wish him all the well and all success at Rangers.
And as somebody who's just stepped into the role themselves quite recently, you know kind of how tough it is. Has he got a tough job, do you think, ahead of him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a great job for him to put the club back to where Rangers supporters and infrastructure of the club feel they should be. They've got a wonderful young aspiring manager in Stephen, and I'm sure with his experience and his contacts within the game, he'll go about setting the club and putting the club back to where it should be. I wish him really, really well. You know, we've come against each other over our careers and even shared the touchline when I was an under-18s coach at West Brom and he was at Liverpool, so we've shared the touchline already. So I wish him really, really well and a wonderful appointment.
Yeah, do you think that's important that he kind of did do that first? He did that bit of coaching with the youth set up there. Yeah,
I think it's vital really to cut your teeth really in terms of the coaching, the management of players, dealing with players, training sessions. I think that's really, really vital really for most, if not all, coaches really, and he's done that, and he has the wonderful respect in the game, and you know, I'm sure not just myself but everybody in the footballing world and outside will wish him really, really well.
On to yourself and your side, team news, any fresh injuries, anybody back?
No, we've got more or less full strength squad to select from. The only other two what's not available is probably James Morrison and Gareth Barry. Apart from that, everybody else is available for selection.
Another win against Newcastle, so still unbeaten. Mathematically, you could still survive relegation. Is there real belief here that that is possible? It would be an amazing escape, wouldn't it?
What we're just doing here is just focusing on the next game. Anything else happening outside of that, obviously you guys will comment on it and build that. We can't manage that, but what we're just doing is managing here at West Bromwich Albion Football Club, and you know, it's been some good form we've shown lately, and we're just looking to try and continue that. Anything else happening outside, we're just focusing on here at the football club, on performances and trying to get good performances which will hopefully equal a good result.
I know you don't like to talk too much about what you've done personally for this team, but you have been nominated for Manager of the Month.
Yeah.
Do you think you've proved that you have got what it takes to do this job permanently?
What I would say is that I'll leave that down to you guys to say whether you feel I've done a good job or not a good job. All I'm just doing is playing my part in a team of people here at West Bromwich Albion Football Club. I've got the title of the caretaker manager, so I'm up here speaking on behalf of myself and the football club, and it's great to be nominated with those calibre of managers. It really, really is. I'm really, really honoured. But I'll share the nominee with everybody here at West Brom, because I felt it's the reason why I'm able to sit up here and talk about it is because of the tremendous work everybody's done behind the scenes, that have helped everybody out here, and I'm here to speak, and I can speak because I do see the work what's gone on, and I do echo that to everybody here at the football club. But we continue to keep working. Everything else outside then that will happen anyway, and we'll just continue to work here.
And Ben Foster has spoken about the job you're doing and publicly given his backing to you getting the role permanently. How does it feel to have support from senior players like that?
Support from anywhere is really excellent. To have it from players within, staff within, it goes to show that we are supporting each other and continue to support each other. So any support that we get in the football club, we've echoed that amongst us all, to support each other, to value each other, to bring your positive characters into work, and that's what we've had in recent weeks, and that's what we want to continue for the future for this football club. So to have the support, whichever way it comes from whatever department of the club, then it can only be a good thing.
If they turned around and offered you the job permanently, would you have any hesitation right now?
Kirsty, you're saying if, I can't go on speculation because, we just continue to work. So I know, you've got to ask the question, and I fully respect that, but I'll just continue to work and continue with these 6 games. And as I said to you before, we've had it over 4 weeks, 5 weeks now, and it's the 5th game, and this game's another tough game for us, and we're just focusing on the game. It's another difficult game, and we're just trying to focus and prepare ourselves for another tough encounter.
Jake Livermore's also been nominated for Player of the Month. How good have his performances been of late?
Delighted for Jake Livermore, really pleased for him, and his performance showed that why he's been nominated. Been absolutely excellent, fantastic player, fantastic man, and certainly his performances have shown the driving spirit really in terms of for the team, and we wanted to continue showing that form right the way to the end of the season, and obviously here everybody here at West Bromwich Albion want to see him go to that World Cup and represent his country as well. So he's right on track for that, and long may it continue.
Do you think it's shown what character he has as well? Because obviously after the much publicised incident in Barcelona, it could have gone 2 ways, but he's gone out there and performed on the pitch.
Yep, you've said it. That's him as a man, his character, strong individual, really strong. But as well, he's a team player. Considers others before himself. And I'm really pleased for Jake, and long may that good form that he's showing, that positivity, the energy that he's got continues, because he deserves it.
You talked about his hopefully being in that England World Cup squad. One name that should almost certainly be there, barring injury, Harry Kane. Now you were a centre half yourself. How would you have felt about facing Harry Kane? How do you stop somebody like him?
Excellent player, Harry Kane, and I'm sure, if Harry's up here now, he'd say a lot of his good fortune is as well as the teammates around him. He's got wonderful players around him as well, what contributes to the effectiveness that he has. But he's an excellent player. We all know the threats that he possesses, really, and certainly on Saturday we're going to have to be at our very best, not just to deal with Harry himself, if selected of course, but the team, his teammates around him, really. So he's an excellent player, an excellent and good man, and will be a difficult opponent. For me, being a centre half around him, then I'd have to sort of lend my experience with him and along with others to try and combat him, because he's such a good player, an individual player, talented player, and we're going to have to be at our very best.
Some suggestions that maybe he came back from injury too soon. Do you think he is less of a threat at the moment?
He knows his body, and I'm sure that he'll himself would tell you that he's come back because he feels he's fit enough to come back. So he knows his own body. So there's only one person that can answer that, and that's Harry himself.
You faced big teams in this run already. You've beaten Manchester United, drawn with Liverpool. Does that really give you confidence and belief going into another game against another one of these big clubs?
Yeah, any team you face in the Premier League poses a lot of threats, and that, you know, it's the quality of the division and the players that operate in the division. And again, you know, Tottenham's another tough team. It's another fixture for West Bromwich Albion, and again, you know, collectively as a group, as a club, we have to come together again, which is going to be another difficult fixture. And we just plan and prepare like we have done in recent weeks, and we continue to do it and go to work.
Your last home game of this season, it's been a difficult season for a lot of it. How desperate are you to try and give the home fans, you know, something to end on positively?
Yeah, I mean, every game we try and give the fans, whether you're home or away, a positive performance. And through our performances, we've got results have come at the end of it. And we're no different. It's the last home game of the season. We're in front of our home fans. We want to give a good account to ourselves. So all those go in tandem, whether you're home or away. And we look forward to the game here tomorrow.
Darren, just picking up on that, it is tradition at the end of the season, when it is the last home game, to have some sort of lap of appreciation. Is that something that you're keen to do? Have you given it some thought?
I'm not really giving it any thought at the moment, but obviously we'll see how the game goes tomorrow and how the day is tomorrow, and then I'm sure the stadium manager will have a chat with me come the end of the game.
So it could hinge on the result, really?
Not really. No, not at all. Not at all. One thing what's here at the football club is there's been that I spoke about family here, that strength and unity, and I think we'll all agree in the room. We've seen that, and we're expecting no different for the last home game of the season. If anything, I'm echoing that positivity right the way through. So result pending, not at all. I'll be advised accordingly by the stadium manager and the experts on that come the final whistle.
Given that you've brought a lot of people together and that the fans have bought into that, and obviously travelled in great numbers last week, would you personally like to show them that appreciation at the end, to say thank you for what has been a tough season, whatever happens? Whatever
happens, one thing that I can see up here, the supporters, the football club know how I feel about this club. Whether there is a message at the end of it or not, they know the great affection that we have for this football club, and we've shown that in large numbers. So again, you know, come the end of it, you know, we'll see, and I'll get advised, and if it's the right thing to do, great. If for safety reasons and purposes, no, then I'll be sort of explained that by the stadium manager. So I'll pick that up from there.
You mentioned about Jake Livermore earlier and going to the World Cup. Jose Mourinho said this week that he's not been picking Eric Bailly because he's not going to the World Cup. Do you, now that you've stepped into the role as caretaker manager, have a responsibility with some of your players, and you've got players coming in going, look, I want to try and get to Russia? Do you have a responsibility? Is that something that you think about with team selection?
No, all I'm just doing is, for the goodness of this football club, in the situation that we are, we'll always remain that professional, and whether it's World Cup or not, it's just for the goodness of the football club, and hopefully everybody's seen that from the out, really. So it's just really remaining professional. We've got a real tough game fixture. We've got a full strength squad, and you know we'll select accordingly to what we feel for this football club. In terms of that, it would be very, very unfair for me to stay. I'm selecting players for those purposes. It will be a professional decision by us all here at the football club.
One player hoping to go to the World Cup this summer will be Kieran Trippier, who faced this weekend. He's been saying this week that he made his professional debut alongside you for Barnsley. Do you remember that?
That's right, yes. Yeah, we did make the same, playing the same game. He made his debut, and you know, he's a great player, and he's fulfilling all the attributes that we could see from him as a player, and it's great to see him performing the way he's been performing, and certainly again he could be one certainly on the plane going to Russia, because he's a quality player, and I look forward to seeing him on Saturday.
He said you talked him through the game, shouted at him occasionally. Do you still have that approach when you manage?
But I only shouted at him because it saved me running. So he did my running for me, so that's the reason why I shouted at him.
And in the opposite dugout, obviously this weekend, Mauricio Pochettino, who has obviously done this excellent job with Spurs, albeit without as yet bringing in a trophy, but it obviously doesn't daunt you facing these names. Do you not see them as big names? Do you just see them as, you know, just your opponent on the day? Because let's face it, you've faced some incredible managers in the last few weeks and got the better of them.
Excellent. He's an excellent manager, an excellent man. Again, somebody that I've had the pleasure of meeting. He has a wonderful appetite for the game. His knowledge of the game is excellent. His experience speaks for itself. And again, you know, the managers what come week in, week out, they're managers at the very, very top end of the game, and that's why they are where they are. And again, you know, he's another excellent manager and a very, very respectful man. And I look forward to seeing him again. So in terms of looking at it, I just try and focus in on the game, for the football club, the fixture itself, and that's how we've gone about it. Really, it's not the the reputation and that, you know, they're excellent, and long may it continue. And he's doing a fantastic job at Tottenham. An excellent job with the brand of football they play, and how the club has been structured, and what they looking like for the future. So he's done an excellent job. But in terms of us, we just focus on the game, and that's literally what he has been since the last 4 or 5 weeks. Just focus on the game itself, and then and take it from there.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cameras for cutaways.